Okay, now we're going to take the tension off the drive belt, connect it to the water pump pulley over here, and there's the tensioner pulley. I've upgraded mine so it's not the hydraulic OEM style. It's a mechanical style, which is basically just a spring tensioner. So, and it's got this handy little 16mm nut that makes it much easier to turn rather than messing with that Torx bit screw bolt that's in there. So this one you can get a much better grip on it to loosen it up. So that's what we're doing now. Sorry, I know you can't see that. My arm's in the way. Try to move my hand. So there. So I got the tension off. I'm just going to let it right back down. Get the belt off. And it's going to sit right there. So now we're going to take off the pulley. We got the belt out of the way. These bolts are pretty loose. I actually already loosened them just by holding the pulley and then turning the bolts here. So there's not much tension on them at all. I guess you probably could have loosened up those bolts while the belt was still on. That may have been a little easier. So take these guys off. There you go. Pops right off. And you can see there's the old water pump. It's still good. I just want to go ahead and change it out right now before I get any problems with it. So now we're going to take off the nuts that hold the water pump in place. There's 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, and 4 underneath here. They are 10mm nuts. So I'm going to take those off right now. They're not on there really tight, so they're pretty easy to take off. And I bet once I take this off, I'm going to get a bunch of coolant. It spills out. So Okay, here's a little trick to get the water pump off. It's in there pretty snug, so what you do is, you see these, there's a couple of threaded holes here, one on this side and one on the other side, which I've already got a bolt in. See, they're 10 millimeters, so it just so happens these same bolts that hold in the air filter air box will also fit. So you take these guys, put them into here, and it helps to push the water pump away from the engine block, because it's in there pretty snug and it's kind of hard to get out there just by pulling on it. And you don't want to break anything else while you're trying to pull this thing out. So this works really well. Just do that, turn it, and you can't see it, but back there it's starting to pull away from the back of the engine. So turn this one a little bit more. Really should have used my... Oh, there we go. And there goes the coolant. Good thing I moved my catch bin to the right spot underneath. Let this all wash out. It's going to make a mess, but I'll clean that off before I put everything back together, because it's going to make the belt squeak like crazy if that coolant is all over the belt. And pop it out this way. There you go. There's the old gasket. The new one comes with a new O-ring. And here's there's the water pump. There you go. That's how you take the water pump out and putting it back in. Just doing everything in reverse. And oh, forgot to tell you, here you can see the bolts that I put in through these threaded holes. So it comes out the back and then helps push the water pump out away from the engine. And there's the other one. Makes it a whole lot easier than trying to bust your back and your knuckles and trying to find leverage somewhere with a screwdriver. I like to do things easier, and that was definitely easier. Alright, talk to you later.